Hello children, welcome back to online class. So children, as you can see in the picture, today we are going to start this new lesson, that is what? The name of the lesson is pollination. So what do we mean by pollination? Before that, I am going to tell you about flower and parts of a flower and types of flower. Okay? After that, we will discuss about the pollination. Okay? So children, flower we all know that means in Odia or Hindi you can say that in Odia fullo, and in Hindi you can say fool, and it is the most attractive and beautiful part of a plant, flower. So what is the role of a flower in the plant's life? We will know children. Okay, before that I am going to show you something. Look at here children, like our human beings, like when our human beings reproduce, they give birth to a new child. Like that, animals are also after reproduction they give new birth to their babies. Like these human beings, our plants also give birth to their new plants. Okay, like their own, like human gives birth to human, animal gives birth to animal, like plant gives birth to another plant, but exactly the same one children, not the other one. Okay, so we will see it. So as you can see, plants too reproduce their own kind means plants also reproduce like their same plants, means for example rose plant can reproduce the same plant, and vegetables, fruits, so many plants are there. The plants also reproduce their own kind. Okay, so most of the plants reproduce through seeds children. Most of the plants means whenever we put one seed inside the soil, then the plant grows up. So most commonly the plants reproduce through seeds, but we will know the other mode of reproduction also in the plant life. Okay, so let us go children. So before we will know about the reproduction of plants, we will know about the flower. Why flower? Because the flower is the most beautiful part of plant, which is not only colorful but is also the reproductive part of a plant. Children, flower is the reproductive part of a plant children, through which we can get the same plants. Okay, so flowers are also known as blossoms of a plant. Different kinds of flowers are found in different parts of the world. Okay, flowers are the most important one to a plant because it is the reproductive part of a plant. Let us learn more about flowers and their role in reproduction of plants children. So what is the main purpose of a flower? Main work, primary purpose of a flower is reproduction. Okay, reproduction means what? The production of new offspring in plants. Means exactly, if white color rose plant is there, by after reproduction another rose plant will be grow up there. Okay, which can be accomplished by sexual or asexual reproduction. Okay, where the production of new offspring may occur by sexual or asexual reproduction. Okay, so at first we will know about the flower and its parts also children. Flowers have a sweet fragrance that attracts insects children. We already felt about it while we were, means I am telling about my childhood. When I was a child, I was picking some flowers in our school garden. I was picking some flowers and I was smelling its fragrance, means its scent, how it smells. I was and sometimes I was tasting it also, and it tastes slightly sweet, children. And flower play a vital role in the world's ecosystem because it is the main reproductive part of a plant. Then only now the plant's numbers will increase when reproduction occurs properly. So they help in the reproduction of plants and therefore provide food for every living being on earth. Children, normal animals eats plants, and we also eats vegetables, that is also a part of a plant. So flowers come in extensive range of size, shape, color and fragrance that we can use as food and to make cosmetics and medicines. Children, flowers comes in extensive range of size, means different types of flowers, different sizes with different colors and in different fragrance are there, through which humans make what? They are making food and cosmetics and medicines with it. Okay. So children, now we will see that parts of a flower. So normally a flower is having 4 parts, children, and we can say it as wholes. The other meaning of parts for the flower is wholes, WHORLS. Okay. So what are they? Sepals, petals, androecium and gynoecium. Okay, these are the 4 common parts of a flower, and today we will know more about these sepal, petal, androecium and gynoecium, that is the complete part of a flower. Okay, so you can see that sepal, petal and androecium and gynoecium. So what is the androecium, children? Male reproductive part, and gynoecium is the female reproductive part. Okay, so let us go, we will know more about it. So look at here, children, what do you mean by sepals? What do you mean by sepals? Sepals are the outermost part of the flower which consist of green leaf structures. Look at here. This is we called as sepal. It is the outermost part of a flower which is green in color na, and leaf structure. It looks like its structure is like a leaf. They cover and protect the flower when it is a bud. Children, normally sepals cover a bud, kodha. Okay, normally sepals cover the bud before it comes as a flower. It protects the bud. The sepal protects the flower bud. Okay, they protect the developing flower from drying, cold and other damages while it blooms. These sepals helps to a bird becomes a flower before it blooms. It protects from drying, cold and other damages from which comes through this environment. Okay, so these sepals protects the flower bud. That's it. Look at here, children, this green leafy part, as I show you, this is called sepal, protection of flower buds. It protects the flower buds from damages. Okay, now we will see the next one, that is what? Petals. So what do you mean by petals? Petals means these are the second part of the flower. After sepal, petals are the second part of the flower. They are modified leaves and are bright in color. Means petals are exactly like a leaves, children, but modified. Modified means recorrected, and bright in color means normally leaves are green in color, but petals can be red, yellow, white, green, cream, blue. Okay, so related to the plant, the color of the petals changes. Okay, so the function of petals is to attract pollinators such as bees, butterflies, etc. Means with the help of those attractive colors, they attract that pollinators. Pollinators means the bees, the honey bee or other bees and butterflies attracts towards the flower. They are found around the reproductive part of a flower. children, the bees found around the reproductive part of the flower. What do we mean by reproductive part? As I told you, androecium and gynoecium, these both are the reproductive part, main part of a flower. Okay. So children, in next class we will know about the two most important part of a flower, that is androecium and gynoecium. Androecium is the male reproductive part, gynoecium is the female reproductive part of a flower or of a plant. Okay, so we will know it in the next class. Hopefully before this we will be in our online class, then I will explain the complete part of flower there. I will bring the hibiscus flower and I will show you the parts of the flower there in the online class. Okay children, then you will understand it properly. After that we will know about the types of flowers and how pollination occurs. Okay, process of pollination also we will read. Okay, that's it for today children. Have a good day. You just do one thing. You read the first page of the pollination lesson. Try to understand something until we will meet in our online class. Okay.